2 p.m. at the office. The afternoon slump hits, and your eyes are glued to the computer screen. You reach for a diet soda. You hear that familiar pop of the can, take a cold sip, and smile. You think you have just pulled off the ultimate metabolism hack, a completely sweet drink that crushes your cravings, but contains absolutely 0 calories. No energy in means no fat gained, right? Dead wrong. You might think the fat under your skin is bad, but visceral fat is the silent killer. And that 0-calorie drink in your hand is one of its most perfect accomplices. The human brain and body have gone through 2 million years of evolution. Your biology does not care about a diet label printed in a factory. It is sophisticated, highly sensitive, and cannot be easily fooled by a few drops of chemicals mimicking a sweet taste. The very second you feel that sweetness on your tongue, a chain reaction of hormones is silently triggered. It slams the door shut on fat burning and prepares your body for a brand new wave of visceral fat storage. Today, we are going to dissect the truth behind the cephalic phase, and we will expose exactly why counting calories is a game you will always lose if you do not understand your own hormones. For decades, the food industry has brainwashed us with an overly simplistic equation. Energy in must be less than energy out. The classic calorie deficit. This single belief triggered an explosion of artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. But think about this. Why is it that 2 people can eat the exact same 1,500 calories a day, yet the one drinking plain water loses lower belly fat, while the one drinking diet soda stays exactly the same? Or worse, ends up feeling flabby and constantly irritable? The answer lies in one powerful hormone: insulin, the ultimate fat storage hormone of the human body. There is a golden rule in metabolic biology. The moment insulin enters your bloodstream, the process of fat oxidation, your natural ability to burn fat, is instantly locked. In 2020, a groundbreaking study from Yale University revealed a shocking truth about something called the Cephalic Phase Insulin Release. Here is how it works. When the sweet taste receptors on your tongue come into contact with an intensely sweet flavor, they immediately send an electrical signal straight down to your pancreas. The brain basically shouts, "Hey, a massive amount of sugar is on the way. Pump out the insulin to clean it up." Like a loyal soldier, your pancreas obeys and floods your system with insulin. But wait, there is no real sugar. There are no actual calories entering your stomach, because your drink is 0 calories. So, what happens next? That floating insulin has absolutely nothing to do, so it sweeps up the tiny bit of glucose already in your blood, dropping your blood sugar to an artificially low level. The aftermath is brutal. Your brain panics. It triggers severe starvation signals, practically forcing you to hunt down carbohydrates. Sure, you avoided liquid calories at 2 p.m., but hours later, that ravenous, uncontrollable hunger will trick you into inhaling a massive plate of rice or a heavy dessert. And that massive carb binge, that is what creates a true, violent insulin explosion, shoving all that excess energy straight into your deepest storage vaults. The visceral fat wrapping around your liver and your intestines. So, how do we escape this biological trap? How do we apologize to our digestive system and reprogram our bodies back into a natural fat-burning state? Here are the 4 signals you need to apply right now. Signal number 1. Cut off the cephalic response by killing the fake signal. We need to flip the fake sugar switch in your brain to the off position. This is the only way to let your exhausted pancreas finally rest, keeping your body locked in the fat-burning zone between your meals. By completely removing that artificial sweet taste during your fasting window, You stop that initial insulin spike dead in its tracks. And here is the beautiful part. When your insulin stays low and completely flat, your body releases its opposing hormone, glucagon. Think of glucagon as a master key. It literally commands your stubborn belly fat cells to open up, releasing free fatty acids directly into your bloodstream to be burned as pure energy. Here is your strict daily protocol. Absolutely zero diet sodas, no sugar-free chewing gum, and no artificially sweetened coffees between your meals. This is especially crucial when your stomach is empty. Instead, replace those habits with pure water, sparkling water with a fresh squeeze of lemon, or authentic, unflavored green tea. The immediate benefit? You will crush those random, agonizing afternoon snack cravings once and for all. But consider this your warning. For the first 3 to 5 days, you are going to feel restless. You might even feel a little anxious or irritated. This is completely normal. It is just a temporary dopamine withdrawal because your brain is screaming for that familiar sweet hit. Be patient and push through it. Your metabolism is finally healing. Signal number 2. Rescue your gut microbiome. Now that you have stopped the fake sugar signals, it is time to repair the damage. You must resurrect the army of good bacteria in your digestive system. These are your frontline soldiers, and those artificial sweeteners have absolutely decimated them. Rebuilding this army is the ultimate secret to restoring your insulin sensitivity. Let us look at the science. Back in 2014, a groundbreaking study published in the prestigious journal Nature revealed something terrifying. Artificial sweeteners do not just pass harmlessly through your body. They actively mutate the structure of your gut microbiome. They literally assassinate your good bacteria, and worse, they act as a potent fertilizer for the bad, obesity-causing bacteria. This toxic imbalance creates a dangerous condition known as glucose intolerance. And let me be very clear, glucose intolerance is the direct, unavoidable stepping stone to type 2 diabetes and a fatty, diseased liver. But you have the power to reverse this damage. Your daily mission is simple. Introduce naturally fermented foods back into your diet. Just add a small portion of unsweetened kefir, traditional kimchi, raw sauerkraut, or natto to your lunch. Think of this as sending billions of fresh reinforcements to plow and nourish a completely barren piece of land inside your stomach. The immediate reward? You will notice a dramatic reduction in that heavy, uncomfortable belly, bloating in just 2 weeks. Your stomach will actually start to feel flat again. But listen to this crucial warning. Stay far away from those industrial commercial yogurts at the supermarket. Most of them are just junk food in disguise, packed with hidden sugars or, you guessed it, more artificial sweeteners that will send you right back to square one. Signal number 3. Fill the dopamine trap with real nutrition. We need to break you out of that endless, maddening loop of sugar cravings. This happens because your brain is left completely unsatisfied, stuck in a trap. Let me explain the science behind this. Think about what happens when you eat real sugar. Your brain releases dopamine, the ultimate happiness hormone. Immediately after, your body receives actual energy from calories. The loop is closed, your brain gets its reward, and you feel completely satisfied. But when you consume an artificial sweetener, your brain gets the dopamine hit, but absolutely zero energy arrives. You are left in a dangerous biological limbo. Your hypothalamus, the deep hunger center of your brain, freaks out. It starts sending continuous, aggressive signals, forcing you to hunt for food. You cannot fight this survival mechanism with willpower. You have to shut off the alarm using real satiety hormones. I am talking about cholecystokinin and peptide YY. And there is only one way to trigger these powerful fullness hormones: with high-quality protein and healthy fats. Here is your exact action plan. Do not wait until that afternoon craving hits you like a truck. You have to aggressively prevent it at your previous meal. Your lunch must contain an absolute minimum of 25 to 30 grams of protein. Think pasture-raised eggs, wild-caught fish, or chicken. You must pair that protein with 15 grams of healthy fats, like fresh avocado or cold-pressed olive oil. And if that sudden craving still tries to knock on your door at 3 p.m., do not reach for the diet soda. Instead, slowly chew 5 to 7 raw almonds. Let the healthy fats do their job. The benefit of this method is incredible. It creates a heavy, satisfying anchor in your stomach that lasts for 4 to 6 solid hours. It completely neutralizes your biological desire for anything sweet. And hear this warning clearly. Do not make the classic mistake of starving yourself of good fats. Natural fat is your greatest ally, because it is the only macronutrient that does not cause an insulin spike. Signal number 4. The transition strategy. If you have been drinking diet soda for years, going cold turkey might feel completely impossible. And that is okay. We need a smooth, psychological detox, a way to step down without shocking your system. Listen closely, because not all sweeteners are evil. The biochemical, artificial ones, like aspartame and sucralose, are the ones destroying your gut and confusing your pancreas. But nature has provided safe alternatives. Natural extracts, like pure stevia and monk fruit, have a completely different molecular structure. They barely trigger that cephalic phase insulin release, and they leave your precious gut microbiome unharmed. So, if you cannot give up sweetness immediately, you are going to make your own drinks. You must find 100% pure stevia or monk fruit extract. Check the ingredients to make sure it is not cut with cheap fillers like erythritol or maltodextrin. Just add 1 or 2 drops into a glass of cold iced tea. But here is the ironclad rule. You can only drink this during or immediately after your main meal. You must absolutely never consume it during your fasting windows or between meals. This strategy allows you to satisfy your sweet tooth without shattering your fat-burning state. But consider this a serious warning. You must read those ingredient labels like a detective. The vast majority of commercial stevia products sitting on supermarket shelves are secretly blended with the exact same cheap, toxic chemicals we just talked about. Do not let the food industry trick you twice. Let us turn all this deep science into a simple, actionable blueprint for tomorrow. Here is exactly how you will execute this. 7 a.m. You wake up. Throw away that instant coffee packet loaded with artificial sweeteners. Instead, brew a cup of pure black coffee. Or better yet, drink a tall glass of water mixed with a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. This specific mineral salt naturally awakens your adrenal glands and gets your energy flowing without provoking your pancreas. 12:30 p.m. It is time for your first main meal. Load your plate with high-quality protein, meat, fish, or eggs. Then, add a generous bowl of traditional kimchi to flood your system with probiotics. If you still desperately need a sweet finish, add just 1 or 2 drops of pure stevia to your post-meal tea. 3 p.m. The afternoon slump hits hard, and your brain begs for a sweet soda. Walk right past that vending machine. Reject the zero-calorie lie. Instead, pour a large glass of sparkling water and squeeze in some fresh lemon. The heavy carbonation physically expands inside your stomach, sending an immediate fullness signal to your brain and instantly shutting down that fake biological hunger. 7 p.m., your final meal of the day. Pack it with real, nutrient-dense foods, dark leafy greens, healthy fats, and solid protein. By 8 p.m., the kitchen is completely closed. No more food, no more calories, and absolutely no artificial flavors. This specific timeline is not random. It perfectly rides the wave of your natural circadian rhythm. You protect your pancreas in the morning, you rebuild your gut bacteria at noon, and you completely disarm the afternoon craving trap before it even has a chance to strike. You cannot fool millions of years of human biological evolution with a simple zero-calorie sticker printed on a piece of plastic. Truly understanding how your hormones operate, specifically insulin and dopamine, is the master key to unlocking your most stubborn belly fat. It is never about extreme calorie-counting games or desperately trying to starve yourself. Starting tomorrow, I challenge you to replace your afternoon diet soda with a tall glass of sparkling water and fresh lemon. Pay close attention to the massive shift in your energy levels and watch how quickly those fake hunger cravings disappear. Drop a comment down below and tell me, how old are you? Where are you watching from? And how long have you been trapped in the toxic cycle of zero-calorie foods and drinks? Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Real Logic Science. We will continue to decode the human body through evidence-based science in the next video.